Let me talk to you about a client who started a business as a business owner and is now building an empire as a meaningful change maker. And you know how we did that? Not by focusing on sales straight away. I know it's very strange, isn't it? You start a business and the first thing people will be asking you is, what do you think you're going to make this year? What's your revenue? And this is really important for this client, but I can tell you by year 2, she'd already increased her revenue by 400%. Let me explain to you briefly how that happened. Well, number one, as I just mentioned, we didn't actually really focus on sales. We had to focus on this business, on how it was going to thrive and not survive. As you know, as business owners, it is like a roller coaster. You have good days, you have bad days, the cash flow can be tight. It's reality. But the fact is, we need to make sure that the business has got strong foundations to thrive in all storms, in all weathers, in all seasons, you name it. And that was really important. So we'd actually started to focus on, why does she want to work with the people she was attracting? It wasn't just a list of people to see who would come on board and get the money in. It was very important that we focus on quality, not quantity. Why would they want to work with her, and why is she different to everyone else? And I mean really digging deep into it, being so clear why she was so different to everybody else. The second thing was, we then had to work on intangible elements in the business and the industry she was in, not the tangible. And what I mean by that is, what is going on here that is impacting her business and her clients that needs to be challenged, and not in a negative way, in the things that need to be evolving, things that weren't being changed in the industry, that for some reason or another people weren't speaking up about. And it isn't serving her as a professional, and it wasn't serving the customers and clients that need her services either. So if she was going to realise that this change needed, her competitors certainly would too. But nobody is doing anything about it. So it was about, actually, let's us do something about it. That only has a massive impact on her when she's talking to her peers and to those she wants to work with. So that had a massive impact, and still is, in her business growth. But the final thing is, this is all very well and good and it sounds brilliant, but as business owners, we've got to believe in ourselves, and we've got to believe in our why, and we've got to believe that we actually can do some good and we can do some change, and that you're no different to anyone else. We all have the courage and the bravery within us to do it. So when we started to tap into that personal development of hers, wow, these 3 things put together, she has just absolutely grown hugely and is now hit over 7 figures. So if you're interested in finding out how I work, I have 2 spaces available going into 2024, working with someone on a one-to-one basis, and I would love to hear from you. Pop over to our website, pulseonprosperity.com, and book a complimentary call, and I'll be loving and be delighted to hear about where you are right now and where you're heading. In the meantime, have a great day, week, evening ahead, and I look forward to connecting.